Let's now turn to the Republican primary. It's a tighter race between incumbent John Cornyn, the state's Attorney General Ken Paxton, and Congressman Wesley Hunt. What is that race looking like right now?
Yeah, and this race is as close as it gets between those top two candidates. So we see Paxton with 27%, Cornyn with 26%, and then Hunt with 16% with 29% undecided. So that's quite a large number of folks there who are still undecided. All the rest of the candidates who are on the ballot receive less than 1%. So we're going to move past those folks for now. This is very likely going to head to a runoff. I don't see any one candidate here, absent someone dropping out last minute. I don't see any candidates surpassing the 50% mark. And as things stand now, I think that would be Cornyn and Paxton.
And when you look a little deeper into the details here, how do the demographics look? Who is supporting who?
And that's where this is a bit of an issue for all of these campaigns. None of them seem to have a really identifiable base. The one exception to that is that Paxton is doing a little bit better among the oldest demographic, and that's not by much. It's 36% versus 30% for Cornyn. So, I do take cues from that number, though, because again, those are the folks who are the most reliable primary voters. And so, as long as you're playing to those folks, you have a very good shot of winning the election. So, again, not much of a base for any one candidate. We just don't see it in these numbers. I think if maybe we saw some of the ideology numbers, that might change. But even then, that can be a bit murky. So, I think that this is just going to be a slugfest till the end, and it is very, very, very likely to head to a runoff between these top two.
And it has been a slugfest since the start if you've been following this race from the beginning. But if none of these candidates has a really strong, identifiable base, then how much does that 29% undecided matter here?
Yeah, that'll be huge. I think they're all going to be vying for that 29%. But at the same time, I think we need to be realistic. We have seen consistently that these top two candidates have been relatively close to each other throughout this election. Hunt trailing, meanwhile. Now, that's not to say that it's a done deal, but I do think that if we just distribute those undecided voters, as the chips fall, then we're going to still see these top two candidates most likely headed to a runoff. And I think in that runoff scenario, we're likely to see Paxton pick up a little bit more support from that Hunt vote than Cornyn.